Hey guys, welcome to my channel Technical Spark. In this video I will show you that how you can install Active Directory on your server. Before you begin with the Active Directory installation, make sure you are logged in with the administrator account on your PC. Second, you have the static IP, and third name is a host name. So let's verify these three prerequisites. Very first, open the PowerShell and check whether you are logged in with the administrator account or not. So this is my administrator account. Now second thing we are going to check is our IP address. For that, simply click on Start button and go to the Server Manager. In Server Manager, click on Local Servers, and in Ethernet you will see the IP address. So currently my IP address is 0.95. Click on that. It will open the network connections. Go to the Properties. Click on the IPv4. Go to the Properties. And make sure your IP address is set static. If you don't know about the IP address much, then I have already prepared one video in this IP address part. Link is available in the description. In DNS, we'll have to give the same server IP address to our preferred DNS server, because this domain controller server will be act as a DNS server later. Once done, click on OK. And if you are not using the IPv6, then I recommend to untick this option. Now let's verify the computer host name. So my computer host name is WSK2K19-DC01. So as per your requirement or company policies, make sure you have given proper computer name to your system. And if in case you want to change that, simply click on change and enter the host name which you want and click on apply. After that, you will require your system to be restarted. Click cancel. Now one last command we'll have to run, which is who am I. It shows the computer host name and the username. After we install the Active Directory, this entry will get changed. Now all the prerequisites are fulfilled. So let's start with the video. Now let's proceed with the Active Directory installation. So simply go to the Manage and choose Add Roles and Features. It will open one new wizard. Now click on Next. Role based or feature based installation. Select first option because we are installing Active Directory on the same computer. Select Next. Make sure your server is selected. Click Next. In server role, we have to select Active Directory Domain Services. So tick mark this, and it will give one pop-up box where it will ask you to add some features. So click on that and make sure this include management tools is also check marked. Add features. Now second, we have to add DNS server also. So tick mark this. Again add the features. And once DNS server and Active Directory domain services are selected, click on next. Keep this as it is. We don't have to touch anything here. Click on next. Again next. Next. Review all the information which is shown here and make sure there is no other roles are selected apart from our DNS and Active Directory domain services. Now click on install. Installation is completed. Now you can promote your domain controller from this screen also, or we can go to this flag. Now let me close this. Now next thing we'll have to go to click on this notification flag and select promote this server to domain controller. There are three deployment operations are available. First is add domain controller to an existing domain. So if you already have one of the DC server available in the network, then you can choose this first option. Second, add a new domain to an existing forest. So if you have already one of the domain in our network and you want to add second domain in your environment, then you can choose this second option. And this is the option which we are going to use. Add a new forest. Right now we don't have any domain. That's the reason I'm going to choose this third option. Now here we'll have to type root domain name. So my domain name will be technicalspark.com. Accordingly, you can choose your domain name and click on next. Friends, in this forest function level, make sure your latest operating system is selected. All through we are installing domain controller on 2019 server, but still it gives the option till 2016. So we have to select the latest option, which is Windows Server 2016. In domain function level also, we have to select 2016. Since we already selected DNS server, that's the reason domain name system and global catalog option is got automatically checked. And specify here directory services restored mode password. You can type any password here and click on next. Select on next again. We entered technicalspark.com in earlier screen. That's the reason it took our NetBIOS name as a Technical Spark. Now click on next. These are the default database, log and sysvolume folder for our Active Directory. Click on next. Now review all the configuration which we have entered here. Once verified, click on next. Now it's validating all the prerequisites for our domain controller operation. Now it's validated all the prerequisites. Scroll down. Oh, great. All prerequisite checks passed successfully. Click install to begin installation. Click on install. Great. This server was successfully configured as a domain controller. Now it will automatically restart our server. Great. Friends, if you observe, now I am getting my domain name /administrator, where it was earlier my computer name / my username. Now let's enter the password. Applying user setting. Guys, as you can see, now I am getting a Active Directory and DNS option in my server manager. Now click on the tools and open Active Directory, users and computers. This is my domain which is configured. Simply go to the properties and this is the functional level. Now let's minimize this, tools and DNS. This is my server hostname, forward lookup zone. This is my actual domain and this is created by DNS. In reverse lookup zone, I don't have anything right now, so we'll have to create one. Right click and select new zone, next, primary zone, next, to all DNS server running on a domain controller in this domain, technicalspark.com. Click on next, IPv4, click on next. Here we'll have to specify our network ID, first 3 octet of our IP address. So 192.168.0. Click on next. Allow only secure dynamic updates. Next. Finish. Now it's created reverse lookup zone. Now again go to the forward lookup zone and technicalspark.com. Here we'll have to right click on our server host entry and go to the properties. Tick mark this option, update associated pointer, PTR record. Apply. OK. Now go to the reverse lookup zone and refresh this screen. Now we got our server entry here. Let's minimize this. Now let's open our PowerShell. Let me type the command who am I can see the domain name along with my username. Let's verify now whether our Active Directory server is configured properly or not. For that, type command which is nslookup and hit enter. Localhost 127.0.0.1. So let's verify that again. Go to the server manager, local server, click on the Ethernet card, right click, properties, IPv4, properties. Okay, in preferred DNS server, you can see 127.0.0.1 IP address is mentioned because this server is acting as a DNS server. So I'm going to remove that, and our IP address is 192.168.0.95 and mention the default DNS. This is optional, guys. Now click on OK, close, close. This is also close. Now we'll run the same command. Now we'll exit from this and again we'll go type the command which is nslookup. Now it's gave me my complete FQDN of the server. Now let's validate our server by using IP address. 192.168.0.95. Enter. So it's able to resolve. Now let's try with the workstation WS2K19-DC01. It's able to resolve with IP address and the host name. Now let's try with the domain name technicalspark.com. Enter. Great. So it's able to resolve with your domain name as well. So friends, this is how you can configure Active Directory and DNS on your server. Friends, in my next video, I will show you that how you can join any computer into the domain. Friends, that's it in this video. I hope you guys have found this video useful. If so, please click on the like button and don't forget to share and subscribe. And if you want me to create any video on any specific topic under the Microsoft Windows, Linux or Mac, then please let me know in the comment box below. I'll definitely create video on those topics. This is Sohan signing out. Thanks for watching.